All right. Good morning. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. And thank you so much for being here. Let me start Instagram also. So thank you everyone for being here. Welcome to another episode of Deportation Defense Live, our Tuesday morning show. Every week is Deportation Defense Live. Today I want to talk about DUIs and deportation. It's the 16th of May of 2023. And so welcome, and thank you for being here. My name is Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. And welcome for those who are watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right. So here at the Deportation Defense Live, we are here to train, teach, inspire, and empower immigrants who are facing deportation to make the most out of immigration law, to make the most out of their lives, and to win their cases. So are you facing removal in immigration court, or do you know someone who's facing removal in immigration court? Because if so, you know that it is not easy. It is an uphill battle. The laws are against us. And here at the Deportation Defense Live, we're here to maximize your chances of winning that case. Today, our theme is DUIs and deportation. And so we'll give some time to that topic. And if you have questions as we go, then send me your questions. I'd love to answer any questions you got. Okay? So to start, I want to give a little empowerment tip. I enjoy doing that. My tip this morning is don't forget your dreams. Don't forget your goals. Don't forget the things that matter to you, that matter most to you. I write down the main goal that I'm after every single day. All right? And I stay focused on what I want to create for my life. And I really believe that if you don't focus on it, time will just pass you by. And you won't create the life you want. And I recommend starting every single day by writing down your big goals. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Right? And then write one step that you'll move towards that goal. I do that every single day. This podcast right here, right now, came as a result of my doing that a few years ago. All right, and now we consistently do it. And so what do you want for your life? What's your dream? What's your goal? What are you chasing? How do you want to improve your health? How do you want to improve your family life? How do you want to improve your income? Whatever it is, like write that down and go for it. But really, like, don't let a day go by without thinking about it. Hold it. Because that goal, that desire is precious and it can drive you towards the life that you want. So that's my empowerment tip for today. I hope that's useful. I hope it's helpful. If it was, hey, let me know in the comments. And if it wasn't, hey, let me know that too in the comments. That's completely fine. All right? And so now I want to talk about and transition to the legal topic today, which is on the conversation about DUIs and deportation. So to talk about that, like, did you know that I've seen people physically deported due to DUIs that they didn't even do? Is that crazy? Like, what? Somebody was deported from the United States because of a DUI that they didn't commit? It's like, imagine the police stops a car, and hey, you were blinking left, but then you turned to the right. Have you had anything to drink? No, officer, I didn't have any alcohol. I was just confused because I thought I was supposed to turn left, and then I decided to turn right instead. Okay, well, can you give me your driver's license and registration, please? I don't have a driver's license. Oh, well, you'll need to come with me, right? And it's like deportation proceedings can get initiated in scenarios like that. Now, the scenario I just mentioned, it really doesn't happen much in the state of California anymore. The Trust Act was passed. Also, AB 60 allows undocumented people to get driver's licenses. That has helped. All right? But that type of scenario still happens in other states. No crime committed, but just the arrest, just pulling somebody over, even for suspicion of a DUI, can lead to somebody getting deported. Is that crazy? It is crazy. It's horrible, actually. So here's the truth about DUIs and immigration. All right? One DUI arrest, even if it's not a conviction, right? Arrest is just like the stop, they'll take you downtown or whatever. The conviction is you were found guilty or you plead guilty to that offense. Very different parts of the process. One DUI arrest can trigger immigration enforcement, all right? Even when it's not a conviction, if and when you're undocumented. Does that make sense? That happens. Okay? One DUI arrest and a conviction, doesn't automatically mean that you won't be eligible for a green card, doesn't automatically mean that you won't be eligible for citizenship. All right? Or some benefits can still be gotten even with a DUI. But it can make those applications more difficult. You're going to have to show the records. You're going to have to explain what happened. They're going to ask, even an asylum case, you can win asylum. Even if you've got a DUI, you just have to, explain it. Show the records. Be honest about it. Okay? Another truth about DUIs and immigration, 2 DUI convictions are a presumption against, quote-unquote, good moral character, which that causes a problem for citizenship cases, for cancellation of removal cases, for VAWA, for voluntary departure, right? So you got to know it. See, sometimes it depends on your status, your current status. If you're undocumented, a DUI can trigger contact with law enforcement, right? And it can initiate deportation proceedings. If you have DACA, you got to be super careful if you have DACA, because a DUI will cost you your DACA status. You'll lose, right? You won't be able to renew it. If you're applying for a green card, then you'll need to show all the DUI records, all right? And you'll need to argue, depending, most of the time, if it's a simple DUI, no aggravating factors, no people hurt, no leaving the scene of a crime. No, there's certain things that can make a DUI an a more serious issue. But you'll need to show it wasn't a quote-unquote crime involving moral turpitude. A normal DUI typically is not that. All right? And you'll need to show that you still warrant a green card as a matter of discretion. If you're applying for citizenship, you'll be asked about that DUI. You'll need to prove that even despite it, you're still a person of quote-unquote good moral character, which is one of the requirements. The last thing I want to say, talking about this, right, is you want to know your rights. Every person has rights, even with the police, even with immigration. You have the right to remain silent. This means stop talking. Don't talk. Like the officer says, hey, where are you from? Right? If you say, hey, I'm from Mexico, I'm from some other place, they can use that against you. Like it's so much better to say, sorry, officer, I prefer not to answer that. What's your name? Hello, officer, good morning. Sorry, but I prefer to remain silent. I'm not trying to hide anything, but I prefer to remain silent. Oh, well, then we'll need to take you downtown. Great, let's go downtown. but I prefer to remain silent. That can actually help you. You have the right to do it, to do that. The last thing that I say, I'm going short and sweet today. The last thing that I'll say, of course, is, hey, please don't drink and drive. Right? Like if you're going out with friends or whatever, take Uber, have a designated driver. There are other options out there. Walk, There are other options out there. Don't drink and drive. Thousands of people die every year doing that. Anyway, it's avoidable. So that's all I got today, and thank you everybody for listening. So now I want to open it up. If you have questions, if you have thoughts, send them my way. The other thing, everybody out there that has a U visa, I want to invite you. This Wednesday, we are putting on a webinar, an Empowered Immigrant webinar, regarding how to maximize your chances of winning a U visa. Now, this Wednesday, it's at 4 p.m. and it's in Spanish. Okay, so if you speak Spanish, if you've got a U visa, or if you've ever been the victim of any crime in the U.S., feel free to join our webinar this Wednesday, and we'd love to have you there. Okay? I don't see that we've gotten any questions, so maybe we can just leave it there. I hope this was useful. I don't know. Was it useful for everybody? It's good to review. Well, so many people get the issue of DUIs causes so many issues for immigration, and sometimes, like I said at the beginning, it's completely unjust. Right? It's like the police pulls you over and you didn't even do anything. All right? And that's a problem. And that's something where it's like, yeah, it's better to remain silent, better to get an attorney, better to fight against that, because you have the right to fight against that. Okay? So, yeah, I don't see any questions today, so that's fine. If you still have a question, though, you can still submit it. I can upload an answer to that, or I can answer it on our next episode. And if this was useful, if you appreciate this type of content, hey, please subscribe to our channel in YouTube. Please click the notifications bell, and we'll send you additional legal updates and news and things of that nature. And if you have an immigration case, hey, please give us a call. We are here to help. We would love to help. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll start our episode in about 6 minutes in Spanish. So if you speak Spanish, please join us then. In the meantime, have a great day. It's Tuesday, the 16th of May, and I hope you enjoy it. My name's Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on our next episode of Deportation Defense Live. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.